Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from the desert. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ballgame.
No gain on the play.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. That's number 40 on the season for him. First and 10.
Steelers, first down.
A run here with Johnson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. From the gun, it's Howard. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's just been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
They'll run. Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. They'll run with Johnson. And this one blown up. Good serve. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Demario Douglas. Touchdown Steelers. His 4th TD grab of the season. Wright adds the extra point. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run, and this is Ashton Jeanty. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. We'll keep it on the ground with Jeanty. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and we're able to force them down for a loss.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. He looks forward for maybe a yard. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9.
22-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. That one intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jeanty. He's to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Ashton Jeanty. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Howard. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On the ground, this is Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on 3rd down is Howard. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because You're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They're looking at a second down and 9 to go. On the handoff, this is Genty. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
At the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Play action. It's Howard. And he just does pick that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Right kick is good.
The kick is good.
And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
30-yard run.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Third and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 61 yards. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. They'll look to throw. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, Vegas. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Eric Stokes, the corner. They're on the stop. Second down, 8 yards to go.
26-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. To the air. Howard. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They're going to go play action with Howard. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Johnson. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Wayne Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Howard. And that is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good! From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does.
And he will score! Ashton Jeanty, touchdown Raiders. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now Howard on 1st down. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Howard. A pass taken in by Johnson. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. 2nd and 5. To throw is Howard. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Howard to throw it here. Third and short. He'll let one go. Down the middle. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. To throw again, it's Howard. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second and goal. Howard back to the air. One more. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Inside the 30. He's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame you. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. What a start to the second half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the third quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit returning it for 6.
Next to score, Raiders 31, Steelers 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Howard to throw here on first down. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, it's Howard. Quick throw, taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Steelers first.
Here's first and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and 1.
A good spot here, second and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Howard. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Johnson will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got his man. That's Best. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Vegas.
That's good.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Just made it sweet, people diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers.
It leads to
And it'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. Yeah. And he will score again. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And adds up to 16 now on the season. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter. And at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Steelers 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up!
Off the play fake, here's Howard. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and 2. Fourth quarter begins on the ground.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
To throw it on 1st down is Howard. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howard. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Didn't know comfortable from the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing on third down is Howard. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll throw for it with Howard. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. On the ground, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle by Quay Walker.
Look him up on a second down and 8.
At the 14-yard line.
To the air, Howard. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. Third down coming up. Now, Howard. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down. Throwing is Howard. This one caught at the 4. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing again, Howard. And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Throw again, it's Howard. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Demario Douglas on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On the ground, it's Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run. Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is T.J. Watt. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up third and long.
Let's go.
complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. From the gun, it's Howard. He's got Douglas going deep. That is hard. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
6-yard gain on the play.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10.
It's a gain of 56 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They'll drop to throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They come up for second and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Matthew Wright.
Now Wright to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers will cut the deficit to 7.
22. Steelers 35.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 12
A
yards.
pickup of 12 yards. First down, Vegas.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
Let's go now.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now it's Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins, ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. So this one, a win for the Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.